Hello anyone, Mr. Skyson here, and welcome back to more Defender's Quest Valley of the Plus mode. Because last time we beat the game. Lots of friendship, lots of fanfare, it was a good time for all involved. Today, we begin anew in New Game Plus mode. It's mostly the same as the first run, but with more levels, more dialogue, more weapons, and more stuff. Also, as a quick heads up, this is the only video going up today. I recently reformatted my main drive, and doing so somehow wiped the save files from some of my games on an entirely different drive, because technology is just great like that. A whole new world was planned for today, but now I have to play through it all over again and get back to where we were, because why not? But yeah, let's go. Also, showing it off really quick on the save files. Also, yes, I've done a little bit. I'm up to 95 stars. Yay. Yeah, you can actually click play and go back to the original file. You can do that at any point, or you can click play plus. Which brings us to the same map, but with new things. I have taken the liberty of going through the little tutorial areas because it's basically the same, except at the first stage it says, hey, you've still got your characters with your abilities. You can use those. But in New Game Plus mode, you'll occasionally get these little symbols. Step back, Ezra. Yeah, you'll occasionally get these little symbols, little exclamation points. It's like, hey, there's a thing here. So then you can come here, and you get like story things and new quests, things to kill, and all that fun stuff. Shanty, a dilapidated shanty town. Looks like the escaped prisoners took refuge here. So yeah, we've just finished doing the prison thing. I will be skipping some of the stuff that we have already seen. So let's talk, shall we?
Hey Azra, this Kreska sack of filth won't sell us anything. He's jealous of our innate Gekka superiority, if you ask me. The rest of us aren't even Gekka. I made you honorary members, like 5 minutes ago. So, my fellow Gekka sister, think you could work some of your crazy plague magic and melt his face or something? I'm not going to melt anyone's face. 1, I don't even know how that would work. And 2, what the heck is wrong with you? He's Kreska tribe. If we don't do anything to him, we'll be spitting in the face of 400 years of blood feud tradition.
Did someone say face melting? Also, I've never actually seen him this close to anybody before. He seems quite tall in comparison to them. Either that or they're quite short. Show me the target. I'll just focus the light bouncing off my glistening abdominals and... Look at that! I can see him weakening already. Okay, that was the thing that happened.
Okay, so, plan 2. You seduce him, and then I sneak in and steal as much as I can carry while he's distracted. What? No. Ew. You're right, you'd need to be prettier for that to work.
Hey now, she's pretty enough.
Okay, plan 3. Kill him while no one's looking.
Okay, that's a little extreme.
Can't you just tell him that we're the ones that freed everyone? Oh, I tried that. He just kept talking about all the children still trapped in the catacombs below the prison. So seeing as we've exhausted reason, let's shank this Kreska moron. There's kids trapped underneath the prison? Well, I guess we have a thing to do. Yes, it's terrible, but the important thing right now is that we can kill the scumbag and help ourselves to all of his awesome loot.
I don't think she agrees with you.
Hey, wait! You can't walk away from a blood feud.
I think she just did.
You can be a petty thief if you want, but I'm going to go rescue some children. Are you crazy? All of Osmald's Revenant are after us. And going back to the prison will be the last thing they expect. Yeah, because it's stupid. Then stay here. What? You're my escape plan. I'm not letting you out of my sight. I'm just going to complain about it every step of the way.
Okay then, you do that. That's kind of your thing anyway. Sarcasm and complaints. And apparently, unnecessary violence. But now we get a new level. Yay. So, in New Plus mode obviously, things are going to be a little bit more difficult. So, level-wise, we have them outgunned. But, they have more health. So yeah. Just starting out in the game, and this guy, also we have the cultists starting out in the game, but they have a lot of health going on, And we only have 2 people, so I'm just going to go with advanced for right now. Also, you notice down here, perfect bonus, stone skull, bronze skull. Those come into play later on. I will be explaining those in a future episode. So let's go. The Catacombs. While on the run from Ozymal, Ezra returns to save those still trapped in the catacombs below the prison. So onward to more story.
Oh look, it's the zombie-infested prison we just busted out of. Okay, so let me get this straight. We just pulled our hand out of the fire, and then we're like, oh look, something shiny, let's shove our hand right back in. Maybe this hasn't occurred to the rest of you, but let me get this straight. Are you seriously complaining about trying to rescue children? I understand that complaining is kind of your thing, but really? Children? That's not what I said. I was merely pointing out the fact that you hate children. You know, I really don't like you putting words in my mouth.
Well, she's not really doing much word putting, just saying you're very much against being here and saving of the people.
Putting words in your mouth is like pouring water into a geyser.
Oh. Catfight, everyone, catfight. Oh yeah. I'll bet a pair of boots and a rusty knife on the pretty one. Oh, also, there's a bunch of Revenant headed this way.
Peachy.
Okay, so welcome to New Plus mode. New Game Plus. Yes, that thing. Welcome to that. And, oh boy, oh boy. Well, let's see. First off, we set up spoons somewhere. It's been a very long time since I've had anything to do with New Game Plus. So, I don't know. Let's just put you here and hope for the best, shall we? And then stick you here. That way he can, everything funnels down into these 2 areas, so right here he can just kind of kill off whatever. And of course, since it's just the 2 of them, I've got all the magic I could ever want to pour into them, and then have plenty to pour on to everything else with the overflow. I think we can handle them on advanced, because again, we do outlevel them, but they do have special abilities. You might be seeing some of these guys are going a little bit transparent. That means we can't hit them at all. Okay, let's slow this down, shall we? Everybody burn. Pretty sure that will kill off the majority of them. Fortunately, magics, with the exception of lightning, can affect... Well, yeah, I guess that's just the explosion and the fire, but yeah, those 2 things can affect even the invisible guys. Unfortunately, I don't think lightning can. So yeah, they are immune to most things when they're all ghostly. So that's a big thing to watch out for in New Game Plus mode. Alright, so let's zappity zap some guys. So yeah, even the big guys can do that, and yeah, here I am zapping. Can't zap him until he comes back into flesh. Speaking of flesh, these are all supposed to be, like, infected people. Like, they're zombies and all. How do they turn into worms? Like, turning into the big bloaty guys is one thing. I mean, you see that in some zombie games where, like, mutations happen and they'll turn into big bloated sacks that are able to do projectiles, like in, Left 4 Dead is a good example with the boomers. They swell up, they get all bloaty and ugly. So I can sort of see that. But like, you get the... Well, I suppose the slug guys are just slimmed down versions of those. But how do they turn into the snails? Like, just the snails. I figure that's maybe like an evolutionary type of thing. Like, they turn into the snail slugs, the worms, and then they turn into the guys. They grow the arms. And then they blow it up. But how do people turn into the worms to begin with? That's a little bit weird, isn't it? Just saying. Alright, let's speed this back up. And, oh, what to do, what to do. Well, it's just about time for everybody to burn again. So, everybody burn again. That's pretty awesome. I like that move. Takes forever for it to come back, but it is very much worth it in a big crowd like this. And look at that, I've still got so much magic. And, oh, really? You little jerk. Went transparent just before I was about to explode him. Oh well. I can still zap the crap out of everybody. I've got the magic for it. Zappy zap zap zap. And so yeah, you will be a lot more active in New Game Plus mode as Azra, zapping the crap out of stuff, especially if you're going through the game as I will be, with only the base crew. I could hire, like, the generic soldiers to have more units to fight with, and that would make things easier. But again, as I've pointed out in the past, there are achievements for not doing so, which apparently I never got that for New Game Plus. But again, it's been a very long time since I've done New Game Plus. I can barely remember anything. Success! Any level ups? 1! Cool. So what do we do for you? Well, everything else is 7. May as well give you that. Onward to probably more dialogue. Stone Skull. A polished stone skull. Well, that's pretty simple. Some suggest it is a magic talisman carried into battle by the Revenant. Experts agree that you could probably trade this for something really cool. Hint, hint. Dialogue, ho! And I don't know why it keeps bringing up the little finger mouse thing, the cursor over here. I don't know why it does that. Are there none left who would taste my wrath? No, truly we have all tasted our fill of your righteous fury. Have you? Have you? Oh yeah, I guess that's what you just said. Good ol' slag. Oh hey, a person.
Excuse me, crazy man, but what just happened here?
They were obliterated. They were like, yo, we're gonna mess you up. And then they weren't. And then I was like, I think not, vile fiends. And then my biceps were like, bam, pow, and, oh hey, you must be the prisoners we were here to save.
Save? You mean you aren't Ozimol's men?
Are you kidding me? That would never work for someone like that. He looks terrible. I mean, have you seen that robe? He smells like cheese. That's where I draw the line. Hey, what's wrong with cheese?
So we're free to go? I don't understand what's happened.
If you want to understand what's going on, you should probably talk to someone who isn't me. Because, you know, I'm me.
We'd better get out of here before the enemy figures out what's going on. The other prisoners have a small camp not far from here. We can show you the way. Hey, we've shown you the way. I don't understand. Now you don't want to do anything at all with that Kreska guy? Ah, my Gekka sister, you have much to learn. The stuff we got from that battle is much better than the crap he was pushing on people.
We got a skull.
There's no reason to do anything to him now. But you were all blood feudy. Azra, traditions are there to serve us, not the other way around. Remember, top priority is always survival.
Okay then.
So a blood feud is just an excuse to do what you want? Now you're getting the hang of it?
Oh boy. Is everyone in this just a crazy murderer when they feel like it or something?
So remember, if you see any rich people, there's probably a good reason to hate them.
Well, that's just society in a nutshell there. And so yeah, that's a thing. Let's go back to here. Anything else? If nothing else, then I can at least show off. Let's see, we get the recruits. So yeah, we just get this guy. Weapons, there we go. So in New Game Plus mode, you also get New Weapons Plus, which are the same old weapons, just scaled up power. Which I have all of the special weapons for everybody from the first playthrough, so we're probably going to be better than anything the shops will have for a little while at least. And I'm going to leave it here for now because, again, we've actually gone through some of the stages already, so I'm going to play through until I get to another exclamation point, or maybe find some dialogue that we haven't seen before. But anywho, this has been Defender's Quest, Valley of the Forgotten, New Game Plus mode. How many times have I said that this episode? I hope you've enjoyed watching. If you did, then give the like button a tap. And if you want to see more like this or more from me, then give the subscribe button a big thumbs up. I will see you all next time, and remember to stay groovy.